That was a big sigh.
I'm very tired.
It's a big sigh for a big stream.
Big sigh. Something like that.
I'm watching a guy pull Skittles from a giraffe.
That's real weird.
That's what
Yeah.
we're here to play.
Oh dear, Jason, did you take my controller?
Did you take my controller?
This is real weird. I don't have controller control. So
That's the first part of the game.
Yeah, this is Children of Morta. Let's stay down a little bit. It is acting like I don't have my controller connected at all. So that's great. How do you play this on a mouse and keyboard?
I didn't take your controller.
I guess we'll find out.
Now see if
Oh,
you
wait.
can take the controller.
No.
Alright.
Let's turn it off real quick. And turn it back on again. Nay. Anyway. Jason, tell the fine people about Children of Morta.
It is a action-adventure roguelite. In the sense that when you go
Finding
into this
the
dungeon like
Obelisk
we're doing,
was the most pressing matter.
this
The
counts as
healing
basically
herb
like a
needed
run.
to...
Oh,
Sorry. I'm lowering the game audio. It's super loud.
This counts as like a run through this particular dungeon. And there is stuff that will be persistent and stuff that you lose, although I think the only thing that you really lose is like artifacts and stuff like that that you pick up. Pretty much everything else is persistent. This is not a this is probably more akin to Rogue Legacy than building other rogues. A little bit more like,
I will mess with stuff when I get a chance. Also, when I'm not trying to remember how to play this controller.
awesome, down at least. Yeah, this came out last year, and Locke and I actually played a little bit of it when we were messing around with this theme. Very good. We are doing that again here, as it is currently still couch co-op only. However, they do have plans to add online co-op to all versions of this, so PC, so
Oh,
Switch,
no shit. That's
Xbox
amazing.
One. Yeah. I think that's going to be sometime in like August or so. Or not August, sorry, April, like March, April. So, yeah, and the other stuff that they're planning on adding to, like most of it will be free, so they're going to add the character, they're going to add some new relics and stuff like that, whatever they call them. So yeah, there's going to be a few different things that they did along the way. One of us has yeah.
Use your gemstones, sir.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, divine relics. Yeah. There's going to be another mode. I think there's even going to be like a new game plus that they add to it. So yeah, got a whole kind of development roadmap that they're working with. Online co-op for this, I think, is really good. I think it's a great game. Couch co-op, but you know, Steam Remote Play has its funny quirks.
Yeah. Fine.
It does in a pinch, but yeah, things like this where Mike suddenly can't have his controller because I probably hit a button that I shouldn't have at some point.
Right.
Yeah, because I literally cannot use my controller, and I have not played this with a mouse and keyboard since the past.
But a large part of this is
Is that for me or for you?
I think it was you because it's close to the Shindo.
Narrow AoE, higher effect.
Primary attack releases 3 arrows. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Those are both for you.
Heck yeah, look at that.
Nice.
That was actually something that we just got. Like, as you progress through these things, like, they are randomized, so, you know, you will be seeing the same... Like, you'll be going back to the same area quite a few times, but it'll be different each time you do. You'll encounter different things. So one of the things is that we've encountered, this all tracks the family, the Bergsons, as they work to fight off corruption. Yes.
You unlock your range meter yet?
Yes, I did.
Alright.
I think, maybe not. It'll be the next thing I unlock. So there's different members of the family. Here we're playing as like the daughter and son, Linda and Kevin. Kevin the rogue.
Neat. Alright.
Booped.
It's fine. Go again.
Here, stop the remote play together, and then just pick it back
I
up.
need
again.
your help, Sheila. It's not for me. Come to aid the family. For Mary and her children. And so...
There's
Yeah,
always,
it gave you my controller.
there's always these little pastiches that they do, little narrative things, story things, usually in between runs. Sometimes these open up new features, so like the
His
first time that you
doubts
die, you go
showing,
back.
he contemplated his relationship with Aurea,
Do work
the
in Uncle Ben's shop
emotional
that
and
lets you
single-minded
take
Sheila.
the gold,
Why had they
call it
ended?
Morta, or wherever they, or that's not Morta, they call it something. I
The
forget.
question
Right.
still
But
unanswered.
spend that to then buy permanent upgrades that like upgrade the health and damage and speed and critical hit chance and stuff like that of all of the characters that you can play. There's
Here we
other
go.
things that you can pick up from the grandmother, who, you know, the runes is one of those things that we unlocked. You eventually get those shrines, like kind of Diablo-esque shrines that we were going through, that the Fortune and all this other kind of stuff.
I like that ring.
Cool. Controller. It works again.
Did you do anything different?
I had to boot Jason. Yeah, so
Oh,
this is
gotcha.
the second. The first area took us probably, what, 10 runs to finish?
Less than that, it was like 5.
Yeah, that boss, yeah. Once we started getting to the boss, we got it in a couple.
Yeah, and I mean, like, so, you know, the having both a lot of permanent progression. So yeah, the skills here, for instance, like every character has their own XP. As you play them, they get skill points. Go ahead and jump back over there. Things that will boost abilities, unlock new abilities for you. On the left-hand side, there are what they call family abilities that, like, then when you use this character, it applies a sort of passive buff. So in the case of Linda, it's everybody gets.
And you can see on the screen, the chart up the top shows the passives that we've unlocked.
Yeah. So I think there's 6 playable characters. They're going to add a 7th.
And the fourth one just stumbled back home, and we're on a quest to. Well, right now we're trying to save a lovely pupper.
Yeah, a good pup.
A good doggo. Second pupper.
That we can only help we get the opportunity to pet. Most characters have like a basic attack, and then also it's not stamina. I forget what it's called. It's something else.
Endurance.
No, it's not even endurance. It's like, special gauge or something like that. So in the case of Mike's character, Linda, hers actually drains as she moves while she shoots. In the case of Kevin here, mine fills up as I attack. That's my frenzy gauge. The more attacks I do, it fills up my frenzy, and I attack faster. The rune that I just got, when I have maximum frenzy, I regenerate health, which is super useful for this character. Since melee a lot. You do have a dodge roll, but it's not like Dark Souls
Invincibility.
Yeah. There's enough of a wind up on it that you get hit more often. I would like. But I think there's a lot of good stuff that this does, and a lot of it's progress. Progress is definitely tied to one character, like whoever the host is playing together. But I don't know how that's going to change, or if it's going to change at all once we do online co-op. If there's anything that would carry back over the other person's game, I would doubt it, just the way that this is structured and set up. But at the same time, it sort of makes sense. Like, a large part of this is you're taking on this journey together. Like, it's supposed to be this idea of playing together as a family, trying to stop corruption and darkness. So it's not like, cool, well, I just helped you fight off some darkness in your game, so I'm going to go back to my game and everything. I think we just got nicked back.
Yeah, I was checking audio. You guys are just a little soft still. Stage voices, boys. Stage voices.
Excuse me. Oh dear.
Horde mode.
Hey, that looks like a scary circle on the floor.
Well, that is freaky.
So these are like the variety of enemies in this are basically like you have goblins and skeletons and stuff like that. They're just sort of, for lack of a better term, like your standard fare, and these guys are all representations of the corruption that you're fighting off. So they tend to be more aggressive and more painless. They also just do more damage, I would say, than the others. Be more wary.
I will say I don't like that I can't aim my special ability.
Yeah. Whoa. I thought that guy was dead. Was there one hiding somewhere?
Just the second one. This is my biggest criticism, actually, is the number of enemies that spawn off screen, but can still shoot you. What is this? Getting slapped a lot.
Is there slaps?
I like big knives and I cannot lie. Yeah, I think
We've gotten to the boss of this, right?
Yeah, we did.
Doubles.
It was a pain. It pulled the Dark Souls maneuver.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, this boss that you're having a hard time with, what if we spawned a second one? Like, what if, instead of one Guardian Ape, there were two?
How about no Scots?
Right?
Jason, one of the things I find, like, especially with this game or a lot of the well-animated pixel indie games, is it a case of style over substance, or are you feeling like you've got writing behind it, cool, I like the RPG, I like these characters.
I think this game actually does like the little story moments, the story beats, is really good. Like I think a lot of it serves to build the world. So as you go and those kind of in between phases, like you'll get these little just scenes where, you know, here's the mother and she's pregnant and she's off.
You're not going to be able to revive me because of this?
Maybe.
That's amazing.
You know,
I got shot by an enemy that was off my viewable area.
She spends time each day. Here we go. Feeding these woodland creatures, and like you see a scene where she's doing that, and it's kind of cool and serene. And then like later on, you see those same like woodland creatures dead and all messed up by this, you know, kind of corruption, right? So it's like working to establish that this is continuing, like even as you feel like you may be progressing, even as you may feel like you're working, like kind of helping up the stakes of like, you know, the need for doing this, even in the encounters like this little side quest of the wolf pup that we're doing and trying to find stuff for. I think it does a good job of thus far of world building. I don't know how far, you know, it carries through with that, given just how early on we still are with this.
Yeah.
But I think it does a great job. Like Kevin is one of those things where like you kind of see him, and I think it's a character that you could be like, well, you know, this is annoying, or you kind of look at it and be like, this is understandable. Like he wants to help out his family. Like, you know, he sees his dad and his sister going off and find this corruption and everything else, and he wants to do it, and he's frustrated that he can't, and his older brother's out there doing something. You know, like he wants to do his own part, and he finally has a chance to do so. His parents get mad at him, like, so it's these little things that you just like. There's thought put into this. There's, you know, there's some degree of like, hey, we want to actually have characters in a world here, and not off you go, save the world. You know, do the hero thing again.
In the darkest depths of the caves, further
For some
than
reason,
a weary
watching
traveler
you guys play this makes me want to play Dungeon
lay
of
the
the Endless.
chamber of a Nea
Yeah, dude.
and her golem.
Yeah, dude.
It kind of has a
First
little bit of
step
that
toward the
vibe, at least like
mountain
the aesthetic, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think
It has a look, that's for damn sure.
it's got.
Yeah.
Some might even say it's got style.
Style, right.
Oh, that's only you.
It's only for you?
It's only for you.
Oh, weird. Alright. Take a damage over time.
Yeah.
That's a new enemy.
I will also take you taking damage over time. That makes sense.
It looks like it's limited use though. There's a meter.
The runes, yeah, the runes exhaust. So that was one of the things that, like, you know, the upgrades that you can get is you extend the durability of the runes.
That's right. Okay.
So they last longer. They keep, you know, I think it's sort of the way this game expands and introduces new stuff is good. Ooh.
Treasure Goblin?
No. Elite, like in Diablo, that has, you know, he spawns puddles. Ooh, that's good.
Oh, and my rage meter's filled up, so I can use that.
They introduce a lot of stuff, like, as you play, so, you know, whether you are successful or not, like, successful is kind of progress, but if you fail, they keep adding stuff, you know, so it always kind of feels like you have a way of progressing. And I would say that the things that they introduce always feel like a good step forward. So these runes are ways to add a new ability or a new element to your existing abilities. Oop, I got some questions.
You have a real hard time with those guys, don't you?
Yeah, this is my role. I'm sure that whatever little bit of lag doesn't help either, but yeah.
I remember when we were playing, I was trying to parry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, with John. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like anything that makes you feel like you're always sort of being able to progress and hey, like I had a really tough time, but now I'm able to get through this part easier. And I got these new abilities that do things. I think it's a good pacing. Like I'd always like when Mike and I started playing this up again and getting a little bit more into it. I think the only thing that stopped us was just like we should probably go to bed.
Yeah, that's a good sign though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sucker for
agreed that we're gonna finish it.
You're a sucker for?
Oh, just well animated pixel and art stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
the Endless is the same thing, but I don't know what it is. I just like the look. And again, if it's got some cool characters to back it up, and obviously just like the action RPG is. Yeah, this is perfect.
Ooh.
The poor herbalist had no valuables, but the goblin's greed had now surpassed gold and jewels.
Oh, hi, Grandma.
Shedding tears for the dead man would serve no one now. The herbs needed to be delivered to Mary.
Hi, Grandma. Alright, so I think we just completed a quest.
Get Grandma?
Probably for
Brother.
yeah. Little merchant.
Only have one.
Good. Yeah, let's talk about this merchant music real quick.
Yes.
Dope.
Yeah. That's the next thing you need
Sounds
to
like
learn on
something
your
out of a
guitar.
Supergiant game.
Yeah. The next guitar riff that you need to learn, Nick.
Yeah.
Should I buy us some health?
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
Is this soundtrack
Cool, it
available?
only affected
It is
me.
dope.
Awesome.
I think I saw something actually. That goes next there, but we got more. Oh, okay. We're going.
Sorry, my screen had your shop interface on it. It still has your shop interface on it. I can't see the right half of my screen. Video games, boys.
Do you remote play? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. That is really annoying. I mean, locking Nick.
Yep. Just press B to buy, Mike. Come on. Press B.
Doesn't do anything.
I'm pressing B.
Come on. Wow. Amazing.
Nope, don't want to go. Doesn't want to go away.
Well, to quote GDQ, that's never happened before.
that's never happened before.
But it hasn't. I have not seen that. Steam Remote Play is really good stuff,
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Streaming this at the same time. health is shared between players when you pick up health potions. It's always a good thing.
That's nice for co-op.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
god,
there
it
you
went
go.
away finally.
You're welcome. I fixed it. Me, I did that. Kevin.
Breaking the
Go,
circle
Kevin.
would prevent the summoning.
Kill him.
A greater enemy, but also
Are those wavy
a greater
tube men?
reward.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Doesn't look.
Tried to print this.
That is a big one.
Big beefy boy. Alright. Done with the summoners yet? Nope. No, we don't. Alright.
Right.
Look at us. Hey. Look at us.
Look at look at us.
Look at us.
Ooh, what's that?
Is there any bacon cookies in this game or what?
No,
bake
maybe.
cookie? No, no cookie bacon.
I don't know what Granny gets up to in her spare time at the house.
Shortcake. Gentleman's shortbread.
Say hi to this folks.
Whoa.
Yeah, when you get a valor point, it fills up the whole. Much like when you get a valor rank in Destiny. So I can at least make that comparison. All right. Oh. Because I hate this. Use your rage.
Quite your rage.
Alright, there we go. Ah. Oh, the spikes.
That hurts so bad.
Bad man. Alright, let's see here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do this, because I think I just got a skill point, so I can do Ultimate Frenzy, or do that. Kill stuff from behind. Now I am a rush.
Nice. Get that backstab.
Yeah, look at me. I'm Kevin the Rogue. Nope. No circumstance are you allowed to live. Interesting enough, it's kind of it is have a twin stick shooter thing, but it's you can also like on the controller just use X to attack. Oh.
Somewhere
Twin stick probably
nearby,
feels good for the
a
archer.
group of the defenseless
Yeah.
needed assistance.
Using the X button. Better for melee.
How many family members are there?
I think 6.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 6 playable. So did I just get Aeon and John in our party permanently?
Yeah.
Like, messing everything up. for me? Ah! Always runes for you.
Sorry.
I want some runes too.
Same goober.
Mama, are you okay?
They got it out. Some locals were in danger.
Try and keep me alive longer.
You definitely had an easier time with you surviving when you were John.
Yeah, as well. Being able to block instead of relying on occasional dodge rolls. Certainly made it better. Do enjoy the work that you're putting in with this stun, though. That is most useful. Oh.
There could not have been a more perfect description of this root and its name. Cave web. Rather bland to the taste, still edible and full
Was
of
it John
nutrients.
narrating?
What's that?
Who's narrating?
Unspecified.
Oh, okay.
The narrator.
Yeah.
Kevin's evil brother, Bevan.
Never liked Bevan. Probably should just eaten him in the womb.
Oh my goodness.
Evil twin powers activate.
That's right.
Where are we going? Up or to the left? Both. Up and to the left.
Screen, what is it? Tethering is a thing.
Yeah, it's the most common cause of death is when someone moves where the other player isn't. Like we get a pack of enemies and one of us hangs back and the other one sprints forward. It puts us both at the edges, which is a little difficult.
Oh, so pretty.
Looks like we both have. I think I'm gonna buy the Ring of Regeneration.
Yeah. Get a health potion.
Let's go get our butts kicked by a boss.
Woo!
I don't want that.
Ooh. Alright, why not? If I can
The creature
dodge
that now threatened the hero was a crudely focused inferno of hatred and malice.
Oh, the other game I was thinking of was a really
One raging beast was not enough.
Yeah.
Surely, two were.
One's dead.
Have a bad time. Get it?
letting out
Yeah.
a rasping breath.
That's what I was hoping for.
second
Just like
beast
up my dodge chance to
became
back.
motionless. The poor creatures,
Nice,
twisted
boys.
by
That
the
looks
corruption, were finally
Textbook.
able to rest. A path to be
Great
cleared of the
slaughter.
corruption, and the jewel of life to be restored, the realm of Anea Dia, mother of beasts, and the goddess of
First, we
waters.
went home to say hello to Grandmama.
Before embarking for the spirit home, the family must be informed of the newly opened passage.
Huzzah.
Huzzah! Well, I don't think it's gonna get better than that. That's probably where.
That's unreal, dude.
Let's show off the upgrade systems before we
Yeah.
Yeah.
also cutscenes. More delicious.
The goblin siblings lay dead, and the pilgrims were now safer in their caves.
And Kevin
The
helped.
last step
helped.
remained to be taken. The warriors knew only that somewhere in the expanse of the caves was the ancient halls of the spirit who would reveal new truths to them.
That's a weird way to sit there, buddy.
Mark was out of the woods now. His fever gone, he was almost up and about. "Welcome back, brother," said Kevin.
Brother!
Fist bump.
Those wrist wraps back on.
That's right. Been
He had
practicing his
avoided conflict over the years,
Juke Kingdom.
living in harmony with nature. But as Uncle Ben was fond of saying, a Bergson would forget how to walk before they forget how to fight.
Bergsons, the famous warrior monks.
Teddy Bergson.
Alright, so now we can use Mark, and we've unlocked the ability to upgrade agility. So this is the workshop. So these are all permanent upgrades. Scrolls that you get from killing bosses unlock the different nodes here. So right now we have the ability to make permanent upgrades. These affect every character and are persistent through runs, which is nice. And then the Book of Rhea. So we hit a couple of shrines during the run there, and these kind of affect how the shrines. So like this one, 150% duration on an obelisk. So that's pretty nice, especially when you get like the XP ones. This is straight up get more money.
Nice.
More. That's what I saw.
These are the runes. Should we upgrade our runes, Jason?
What does agility do? Does that increase attack speed? 'Cause
Agility is dodge.
oh, yes, please.
How many of these you want?
If I'm gonna be any kind of melee character, I'm gonna weave back and forth, dodge, dodge, and dodge.
Oh, yeah, the UI is freaking beautiful too. That's great.
Alright, so we can't do that. You can also look around the house. I don't see any story nodes. But sometimes there'll be like events happening in the house.
Yeah, maybe outside the house too. That's
Yeah, but I mean, I can pan the camera around and look at this whole area, which is like stunning.
Yeah.
There's Kevin.
Great. Training. Don't bother me when I'm training.
Yeah, so it's Children of Morta. Sorry about
Great game.
weirdly quiet audio. The game is really good. I do recommend it.
Thank you for sharing, boys.
Yeah, out now on PC, Switch, or no, wait, yes, Switch finally came out, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Like I said, 2-player couch co-op right now, and then it will eventually add in 2-player online co-op for free whenever we get to that point in the roadmap. Yeah,
Nice.
but if you kind of like these sort of action-adventure roguelites, this is really good. You know, like I've said, it uses a lot of really good elements from other familiar titles and games, and it always makes you feel like you're doing some sort of progress, which is, I think, another important factor with that. So,
Good carrot on the stick.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, well, thanks for watching.
We'll be back next week with something tasty.